time to preview the Nuggets and the Clippers with Scott Hastings. Let's go, Dan.
Now Hastings wants a piece.
Now Hastings wants a piece. All right, brother. Fight the power, man. What we got?
Well, we talked about it on the show right here. The 2 or 3 things they got to do, and we'll go series by series. But the thing you got to do is it's got to be your will, not theirs. You know, I go back to that one year when Denver was 3 and they lost to Golden State, who was 6. George was here. They went small ball because of injury, and instead of just pounding them big inside, pound them, your will, George tried to convert to what they were doing to match up with them. And once you match up to another team, it's over. You've now allowed their will.
You're playing to them.
You're playing to them. So you've got to impose. Your will has to be imposed. Defensively, I feel like they've been better the last 3 games. They've changed the philosophy, and I believe David talked about it. I don't know if it was a Sacramento game that he said we changed some things. Decided we're going to, that little floater at the 15-foot. They get those here and there. We're going to let them get that. We're going to take away the 3. And I thought that philosophy stayed over the last couple games. And I think you got to do that. You can't let the Clippers just destroy you from the 3-point line. Turnovers. You know what they were averaging turnovers before and after in the last 3?
Give it to us.
They're averaging like 18 or 19 turnovers a game, something like that. And since David's taking over, you know what they're averaging? 9.
Really?
9.
What's the difference?
Well, they ain't being stupid, I guess. More guys are maybe playing close to their vest.
What's DA got to do with that?
I don't know. Maybe it's a wake up. Maybe it's just a wake up. Same thing with the defense. Malone's been harping on it all year. He's been harping on turnovers all year. Maybe the team got the message right. We help.
That feels
do this.
So unfair to Malone.
It absolutely is. But it also shows he was right.
Right. Correct.
And then finally, I've always said this. I remember we went to the first playoffs. Joker had a great year, and everybody said, "Yeah, but can he do in the playoffs?" And I said, and I've seen this throughout time. Great players elevate their games in the playoffs. Joker's done it every year. Joker's been great all year. I mean, Joker's been great this year, average triple-double. He will still elevate his game in the playoffs. Murray's got to be that same guy. I think Gordon will, and I think especially because of health, they'll be able to. The key is Michael Porter. If Michael Porter can elevate his game to pre-All-Star game as opposed to post-All-Star game, Michael, they win this thing in 4 or 5 games. If he averages 20 points a game, they win this thing in 5 games.
Okay.
If everybody has elevated their game as well. I think he is a monster key to this series.
Well, make sure you put your arm around him.
Okay? Well,
a little bit.
And I think the team has been down the stretch.
Okay. All right. Well, good. So what's your prediction for game 1?
W.
Want to throw a score in there?
Oh.
For fun?
I think if you can get to 115, they won't beat you.
Okay.
Because they want to play you in a half-court game.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 117-108.
Now Hastings wants a piece.
I'll take it, man. There you go. Hastings wants a piece. I'll roll with you. Tyler, you got a prediction for this one?
Well, I think it's a little bit tougher to go game by game, but just as a series, I do feel great. I feel so much confidence about this team. And I got to admit, man, I didn't think I was going to feel like this when they fired Michael Malone. I didn't think I was going to feel amped up in more confidence than I had previously. I got Nuggets in 6. I'll put it that way. Game by game is a little bit tougher, but I got Nuggets by 6. In 6.
I'll stick with Nuggets in 6. That was my original prediction. But I think
you're going to end this series in L.A.
Yeah, I kind of view this like Phoenix in 6 when they ended in Phoenix, but they like destroyed Phoenix. I kind of see it like that. Like they will take. I hate to say it,
it's
but
almost better to do it that way, to do it on the road.
If we go years and years back in the Western Conference Final with Melo and the Lakers, it went to Game 6 here, and the Nuggets got killed.
Well,
they gave it their heart and their soul, but they ran out of gas.
And that also means learn from last year. They go into Minnesota up 3-2 and just showed up and said, we got Game 7.
Right.
And they were the ones that got destroyed. And then came back, played well for 3 quarters.
Let's
of the
go
game.
in the Wayback Machine. Why did the Nuggets just destroy the Suns in Phoenix in Game 6 of championship year?
Because it wasn't a vacation again.
Okay.
Games 3 and 4, they went on vacation.
Okay. Is it fair to say, boy, we're going to really peel the curtain back here. Occasionally, or maybe most of the time when you go to Los Angeles in the regular season, it's a little bit of a vacation.
In the regular season, it can be.
But not in the playoffs.
Pretty tough time.
Hope not.
Well, what do you think?
What do you think?
I think postseason, there's no such thing as vacation. If anything, maybe you might mentally feel like, okay, we've earned the right to relax a little bit based off where you're at in the series. But I don't view it as a vacation type of deal. I don't view it as a distraction type of deal. And especially for these guys, they had their wake-up call 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, whenever Michael Malone got fired. So there's no more vacation left, man. These guys are about as locked in as you can possibly get.
I think mature teams that really want to win, no matter what the temptations are in the playoffs, no matter where you go, stay focused. I think immature teams get distracted. Period. The end.
Well, listen, when they lost games 3 and 4 to Phoenix, I think they were like 4 and 5, 5 and 6 point games. I mean, they were games, but there wasn't an edge. And to me, there had to be 75 family members there. Which when I won a championship in Pistons, they let you come to the finals, and that was it. And you didn't stay in the same hotel.
Let me ask a quirky one here. And I don't know where to go, so I'm really just throwing it out there. Is there any little weirdness, good or bad, with Russell Westbrook, whose family and is more or less rooted in Los Angeles, that they're playing the Clippers when it comes to Russell Westbrook?
Are you asking from a distraction point of view for Russ?
For anything. Is there anything just about the fact they're playing the L.A. Clippers? Russell Westbrook, if you didn't know, his family stayed back in Los Angeles. On off days, he flies to Los Angeles, rightfully so, to spend time with his family. Is there anything unique? It played for the Clippers, played for the Lakers. Is there anything kind of just weird about it, good or bad, with Russell Westbrook?
I don't think it'll be bad. I think it'll be good, and it could be a little bit of a redemption tour for him. And so I think he'll be motivated.
It's a positive thing.
I think it should be, but that now don't go helter-skelter.
Right.
Play under control like you've done the last 2 games, and it'll be fine.
Because
he adds dimension speed to this team that Denver doesn't have.
I gotcha. But he also has the chicken with his head cut off emotion that sometimes gets the best of him.
Yeah.
Best of intentions. But sometimes it can get a little weird. Going to keep all that in check this series.
Well, if he does, I think he goes a long way to winning the series.
What's his minutes?
18.
It's Jalen Pickett's minutes.
6.
What's Jamal's minutes?
30.
30.
37.
Okay. All right.
38.
What's DJ's minutes?
8.
Okay. P. Watt? 20.
Depending on foul trouble, 18 to 22, yeah.
How much that looks different early on versus later, though? Because that feels about right. It just seems like early on those numbers might look a little bit different to me.
Well, you may get minutes early and you spit the bit and hurt the team, then I think those minutes dwindle.
Strother.
I think he's going to fight to get in.
Zeke.
I
Same.
think he's going to fight to get in.
Yeah, I do too.
Dario.
I think he's going to fight to get on the plane.
Yeah, he'll be fighting to get on the plane.